good morning, and welcome to another edition of Talk That Tech. The
Number one tech morning show in the world.
good
Good morning.
morning. We are in the building on a very probably cold Monday for a lot of people. Hope
That's a
you
fact.
doing well.
That's a fact. It's freezing, man. Maybe not.
Yes.
Maybe not your terms of freezing, but it's freezing me.
No, I'll take it. I saw pictures, so it's definitely cold. Now, listen, if you are have some stories that you want to tell about this weekend, as it's probably still snowing like it is over here. Actually, it's gonna get cold over here, like ice out here. Let us know in the chat. This is a call-in show. We want to hear from you. So the link has been dropped, y'all. If you didn't see that, the link has been dropped. So you go ahead, click to call into the show, share your experiences, what exactly is happening in your neck of the woods, because we're about to talk about what's happening in ours, and that's going to kind of be the guiding conversation for this day. We're going to have other topics as well, but listen, we want to hear from you. So it was all day talking about your experiences, what's going on with you. That's all cool. So just want to let you know, if and also a little housekeeping stuff as well. If you have not already and you're brand new to the channel, go ahead and do it. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't need a shack up. We could become a real relationship here. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, so that way we can be committed here. And if you are not aware as well, we are dropping some free event tickets that you can take a full advantage of. Just click the link. We're going to talk about it more in detail, but just want to make sure that you are aware as we dive into the show. So the question for the chat is as follows: how are you weathering the storm, like the song says? Can you stand the rain, or in this case, the snow? That's going to be what we're going to talk about right now. And Trey, man, I want to share your
Ooh.
experiences. Were you able to get your dog to walk your dog, or what's going on?
Oh yeah. So man, for me, I'll be honest. I can walk my dog in anything. I just hate. I don't like the rain, bro. The rain comes with mud, and mud is just not good. So that's the only thing I don't really like. So as far as walking the dog in this, cool. I'm good. Hey, just don't let me fall and be on somebody's ring camera, head down, legs in the air. Like I don't want that. But outside of that, like yeah, it's pretty smooth. I just don't like going out there because it's cold. So, not wanting to do that, that's the case. But yeah, rain is the only thing that I'm just like, look, you ain't you better hurry up. Hurry up and let's get it done. But other than that, man, um, as far as the snow, I haven't really been out, bro. Like I just glance out there periodically, throughout the day, see what's going on. But I'm I'm in the house. I'm in the crib, just trying to stay warm, man.
Listen, I don't blame you right now. Right now, for me, I'm looking out the window. That snow is turning into ice. I shoveled. It looks like I didn't do anything. That thing is high. Actually, it's
Man,
actually, I
y'all.
would say, yesterday when we came outside to shovel, it was our oldest and myself. I said, man, let's go. Open the door, and I had to step over some stuff. I was thankful that we have to, like, we're fixing the door, because normally we have like a glass or a plexiglass kind of thing there, but we're fixing the door. And when I stepped out that John, man, my feet were I didn't see my feet. My feet were
Oh,
covered. I was like, oh
yeah.
shoot,
See,
next foot.
I
Oh,
don't know
covered
nothing about that.
completely. And so we
I
try to
don't know
shovel that to bring
nothing
it
about that.
down. Yeah. It's one of those. If you're in the Northeast, put it in the chat. Like, where you from? Let us know how the snow has been hampering you, because that thing was bananas. BANA
Nah.
bananas, right? So I was just like, let's just shovel as much as we can just to make it less. Because if you think about it, especially me looking outside, there's some people that did not shovel at all. Last
They can't get out.
The last time a storm like this hit us, it literally trapped us in the house. Like, we couldn't
Are
open the
you
door.
serious?
Yeah, it trapped us in the
Because
house.
it's so packed and the pressure, like you just
And then
can't
it
get out.
freezes over. And it freezes over, yeah.
Mm.
And so you
Yeah,
just
so I
like,
see. So y'all are definitely shoveling the door.
oh yeah, first thing. That's the
Yeah,
first thing. I was like, let me get out here, shovel out the door, make
yeah.
sure we're not trapped in again. So that's the first thing that we did. Kept the shovels next to the door,
Gotta jump.
everything.
got to jump off the roof just to get out the house. That's crazy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Firefighter letter. But last time we had food and stuff like that, so we just like said, all right, I guess it is what it is.
Yeah.
And we kept that door closed until it went down a little bit. And I think actually somebody passed by and like, can we help shovel you out? And they had to shovel us out or something like that to help us with that time. But
That's
I was
what's
like,
up,
not
man.
again, not again.
Yeah. I saw some people on the news
Yeah, we're in
here
New Jersey.
here locally he's in New Jersey. I'm in Dallas, Texas, or DFW. I saw some people in Dallas, man. There was a freeway that had people, sideways and stuck, and there was like four guys out there helping pushing people out. But yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, depends on where you live. In Buffalo, it's like, oh, this is nothing. They probably have like half their body
Yeah.
covered in snow. Like,
Yeah.
so it really
That's
depends
what we
on where
do.
you are and what is
I don't
like
part of it.
Yeah, man. All right. Listen here. Let us know how you feel. The links have been dropped. So if you want to call into the show and share your thoughts and opinions, go ahead, click on the link, and you could jump on the show and definitely share your thoughts on it. Now, keeping the show rolling, though, we definitely know that there's always an opportunity to find out what's going on the technological side, who's benefiting from things like this when it comes to winter storms and so on and so forth. So, listen, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a few other things as well. And let me go to the chat right now. Beat Inc.
Yeah,
2 saying, I'm in Atlanta, but I'm from Chicago. Woo, Chicago. No cold is different. That cold is different.
That hawk.
Ice
They got that real hawk out there.
They got the real one. The ice is thick, but nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. That's the thing about being from like the Midwest or the North. You go to the South, you're like, they saying nothing, and then you try to drive on that, John, and you realize, oh snap, they didn't take care of it like it used back home.
Out there doing donuts. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey man, they did. Like you asked me about when are they gonna salt and all that. I'm like, I think they did it before. They did it before. I don't know about anything else outside of that, bro. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know how that we need to take some of y'all's like what y'all do and bring it down here for times like this. But I guess because it doesn't happen often enough, they don't care. They're like, just stay off the road. Hey, schools council.
Like, when's the last time that y'all had like a serious like ice snows anything? That was like what?
It was like 2021, and they were saying that this one was gonna be like that. Which we're talking about some stuff today that they kind of put some things in place since 2021 so that didn't happen again. And I mean, it hasn't. I think there has been a lot of people who have lost power and stuff, but yeah, 2021 was crazy. Like it was like a 80 car pile up on the freeway here in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people lost power. It was just bad. So it was 2021. Yeah.
Listen, if you guys were a part of that 2021 storm, let us know in the chat. I'm trying to see something here in regards to who was a part of that. But yeah, like man, I tell you, that was serious. I remember people in Houston, Texas being out, what was it, like a week and a half, 2 weeks almost?
Yeah. It was
no
bad,
power,
bro.
nothing.
Yeah, it was bad. Luckily, I stayed on a hospital grid. Like I was in the area of a hospital grid, so we never lost power throughout. Like my parents came over. I think that was that time. Yeah, I think my parents came over, like all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we never lost power. Luckily.
Yeah, no, that was a crazy time. That was a crazy time. And I mean, the closest thing I kind of had to experience to that was for us was Hurricane Sandy, like where there was like real tragedy associated with it. Like the snow. It is what it is, right? But for most I think New Yorkers or people in the tri-state area, Hurricane Sandy was like the biggest like natural disaster we had that really kind of paid its toll. With the snow, you kind of just you're not working, or if you back in the day, now you remote now, so you're like, what are you doing? You got to punch in and go to work. If you still got to go to work, put it in the chat right now. If you still got to go to work, put it in the chat. because now the things have changed, and and they're like, listen, if you don't
Hey
have to
man,
physically be here, come on,
I
log
don't
on
see
in.
I don't see you online. I don't see
Uh,
you on.
yeah,
Where
what
you
happened?
at?
You snoozing? Nah, that is something that's changed. But yeah, like in regards to managing a storm, I mean, it hasn't been that bad compared to like a situation like Hurricane Sandy. It's just inconvenient. I was thinking, man, I can't go to the gym today. Well, I got my squats in for sure, and I was just like,
Yeah,
dang,
man.
feeling it later
Get
that
that. Yeah, you get that good old, you know what I'm saying, that kettlebell.
evening.
Get your little mat and go in. Go in a little bit. Go crazy.
Well, that's the thing. The snow was that thick. I didn't need to. I just was
Yeah,
shoveling. I
yeah,
was not
no,
like
yeah, that's for sure. Yeah,
that workout did it all for me, man.
have you looking like a lumberjack?
Yeah, and we got somebody from Papua New Guinea that says, very interesting. Good night, good morning. I believe he's saying as well from Papua New Guinea. Thank you so much for rocking with us on the show.
Joe, what's up?
And
What's
we
up?
definitely appreciate you guys. If you're brand new to what we do on this side, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. We talk tech events and things that are going on, but we're starting off with the storm because for a lot of people, it's hitting them in a very real way. So we wanted to start off there. I'm looking at the window right now. People haven't gotten out yet. I mean, tires are covered, bro. Like it's like almost half people's tires are covered. Like it's gonna take a
Yeah,
while for them to get this.
I didn't realize people, like, a lot of people were losing power, like, even like now. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough for a lot of people. I mean, I didn't know about the power part yet. What part of that is that in Texas or is that someplace else?
No, it's not in Texas. I think it was just across the country. Um, like it says like more than 800,000 people are without power throughout US right now.
Oh, oh no, I'm
Or
sorry.
my bad, that was 16 hours ago. 14 hours ago says more than 1 million Americans have lost power.
Oh,
So
dang.
200,000 in 2 hours from, that 800,000 joint. So yeah, it's pretty bad. I didn't realize it, man.
Me neither. Now I gotta take back what I said. No, it's really bad for sure. So listen, if you guys are in that situation, hopefully you are not. Thoughts and prayers for sure. And
Dang. And
yeah, that's a lot of
Mississippi,
people.
man, we gotta do something about Mississippi, man.
It
Like
happened
we
again.
we we gotta go on a campaign and get the poverty up out of there. Like,
Mm,
we gotta do something. Because I mean, bro, it says 80 to 95% of residents are without power. Now
wow.
I know it's not like, the whole state is poverty, but when you hear about Mississippi, a lot of times you hearing like that kind of stuff. And I wonder, I'm just
Yeah,
like, that's not on them, that's on the state and stuff. But 80 to 95% of the counties are without power. Like,
dang.
what's going on, man? That's crazy. We got to pray for them for sure.
And I'm
Cause
not trying to
that's,
figure out who the 10%.
I know, right? Look, where's that at? Oh,
Yeah.
and then you find out it's like only the
The
the county officials, and uh, the people in
authority.
what is it? It's only Elon Omar. That's it. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Listen, we good over here. Yeah, we good over here. Nah, they gotta get that fixed. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Almost 90%. Jeez,
yeah,
that's
yeah. That's wild.
crazy. And then it's the thing about it is in that area it's all freezing temps. You know what I mean? It's not
Hmm.
even like we got snow, sure, but they got ice in the cold front, and that's not cool. So especially if they're not geared up for that, people get sick like that and stuff. Thoughts and prayers for sure, man. Thoughts and prayers. But yeah, we definitely gonna be talking about that more. Listen, y'all, as we talking more about the show, we definitely want you to be able to chime in and share your thoughts and opinions as you are on this conversation with us. We're gonna do a couple of segments here, and we might end up early, we might end up late, depending on what you guys want
Hmm.
to do. We rocking with y'all
Hmm.
today. So, with that being said, we'll talk a little bit about how technology has been showing its face in this situation, right? And so, what we need to know or learn about this storm and how it's impacting or showing the impact of AI technology, etc., and its also its limitations. So with that being said, Trey, take it away.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, like you said, we want to start with how tech is really shaping and being used in this storm right now. And like from times like 2021, a lot of stuff has changed even from that short period of time frame when it comes to these massive like storms and stuff. So um, when it, oh, I'm losing stuff here.
I got
Hold on,
you.
y'all. But when it comes to, you got me. All right, bet. Yeah, I don't know. It's so cold. The AirPods popping out. Not really. Not really. But yeah, so I mean, when it comes to AI forecasts, to power grids, airlines, right? We know they were doing a lot of moving around and shifting before the storm actually hit, whether that was canceling flights or getting people on earlier flights so that they can get out of there before it all started and shut down. And all of this is being managed a lot differently from the past due to AI. And so when it comes to weather smarter weather forecasting now a lot of these government agencies like NOAA and the National Weather Service, they're using AI powered weather models to track the storm across. Remember, this is a like 2,000-mile storm, and they're able to do that now. And like again, they were doing this stuff before, but it gives earlier warnings now, and it's more precise forecast. Like I know for me, I don't trust it sometimes. I don't trust the weather sometimes because I'm just like, it's never right. It's never right. And that was in the past for sure. Like now I've been seeing it's pretty accurate. It's like, hey, it's gonna rain in your area. It's coming down. It's coming down. So either way, right now they're able to have more precise forecasts than those older systems that they had. And then this is helping officials decide and whether they need to declare emergencies, send crews out to different areas. Like they're able to do this stuff a lot faster than they were, which again, that helps everyone, right? It helps the people who are helping be a little more safe because they're able to get out there faster. And it helps the people who are in danger because now y'all can, you can make a better informed decision. And then we have better data right now, and that's based on, you have better data that you can use to make those decisions. So when it comes to our satellites, we know Elon is shooting them things up there, but I mean, we're not going to talk about that. But either way, we got satellites going, we got radars, ground sensors, and that's all feeding this real time data, and they're putting it straight into these AI models. And if you've been on, any kind of AI system or LLM recently, like this stuff is powerful, and it can, if you have the right information or enough information, it can give you some pretty accurate stuff. And so they're able to use this now and really help us out a whole lot. And so, I mean, it helps pinpoint heavy snow, dangerous cold weather, ice buildup, all that kind of stuff. And they're able to get it out there to us. When it comes to the power grids, that this was a big one. I mean, even though right now I think they're still like here in Texas, totally different from 2021. I think now it's like 12,000 people that are, or 14,000 outages throughout North Texas here, just due to the storm. But that number in 2021, if I was able to pull that up, it would be totally different. And so that also goes on right now. That utilities and grid operators, they're using these digital control systems that also have predictive analytics, which again, they've had some of this stuff for a long time, but now when you add in that AI element and these newer systems, it really, they're able to be on top of it and have a lot more. And so now we're able to handle these record winter electricity demands a lot better than in the past. And they definitely had to after that last one in 2021 for us, because people they were done. They were stuff was going up if they didn't fix something. Now, also, when it comes to these data centers and emergency power sources, now this one's big because y'all know in the last couple of years, they've been really putting up these data centers. They passed a big old law to have these data centers being created. So now the government, they're asking these large facilities like, yo, we gave y'all money to build these buildings and get it up. We need you. We need you right now. And so they're asking these large data centers and facilities to factories, also retailers, to tap the backup generators. Like, hey, go ahead, tap the backup generators and help us prevent these blackouts that are possible when stuff like this happens. And so a lot of these data centers have huge on-site power systems, as you would imagine. Like, if they can't go down. So they have these big centers that they can support the grid during these emergencies, which again, if you think about how many are being built right now, and then that versus multiple years ago when we weren't using like AI as much, it's a totally different outlook. And so, with that being said, though, that is a double-edged sword because the data centers are a strain on the grid. Obviously, they consume crazy amounts of power and it's nonstop, but they're also the asset, right? Because when times like this come, you can automatically reduce that usage and switch to backup power when the grid is being stressed out like it is at times like this. So that's a huge one that has for sure changed since then. Now, when it comes to these airlines and airports, we know they've had some troubles over the last few months, but right now airlines, they're using algorithm driven schedules, rebooking systems to manage what, like when they have these bad weather related flight cancellations and events. Like right now, over 10,000 plus flights are already canceled. But that being said, they're getting information real time. That interactive storm maps, outage trackers, push alerts, like all of this stuff, so that people can quickly, whether they're preparing, they can go ahead and travel, or they can stay home. Like, hey, cancel that stuff, and then they can get access to the real time data now, which is critical. And then y'all already know, y'all been having this in y'all's home, but smart homes now, a lot of different things can really help during times like this as well, like the smart thermostats. We know we had these. Is it gonna do a whole lot? Maybe not, but it's gonna try. It's gonna try its best, right? So it can slightly reduce the power and usage during these peak hours, and then it's not gonna like offset the storm, but it can maybe help a little bit, instead of just using up a whole crazy amount of energy and stuff. So, I think this is great because AI, they're adding it into these different places. We know the government, they're going to be super slow. They're probably still on, what is it? Not PIMDOS. What? They're probably still on the big fat Mac. Uh, who knows? But they'll get there. But they're using agencies who are using, energy or green AI, all these things that are tools that they're able to use and get really accurate and really help the community when these big storms, happen. So I think it's pretty much safe to say AI is in every space at the moment. It's not an experiment; like it's a part of operations right now. And then data centers, they're I know we talk a lot about them, but they're a lifeline during times like this as well, because they can really help give us a lot of that power back that we need as citizens as well. And then we also have just companies that are able to help us and able to help predict and manage all the disruptions and stuff that happen during times like this. So it's pretty cool to see. I mean, I've seen some weather channels just on independent weather channels on YouTube, like AKA YouTubers who are, talking about the weather as weather people, and the graphics and the stuff that they have, it doesn't look like the news, but it's really good. And I mean, I was just like amazed. I was like, wow, like these maps and the data points and all the stuff that they have at their hands, it's just crazy what AI has done over the last few years to help people be able to do that.
Yeah, it's really amazing to see, and we're gonna talk a little bit more about it. But I'm gonna go to the comment section real quickly. So if you have any thoughts about this, definitely share it. We got Real Hillbilly in the comment section saying, "Don't forget adios tomography." And I had to do a quick like look up to see how that's changing. And what I'm seeing right now, there is change there, but they're not completely getting rid of it, right? So tomography is still going to be around. And if you're not familiar, that's basically like X-rays and digital like uh kind of imagery, right? That you would get if you're going to see like your brain, skull, different parts of your body. So it's not technically completely being wiped out, but it's definitely something that's going to be it's evolving, right? And so we're seeing a lot of that as well. And Real Hillbilly also has some real experiences. He says he was in Gainesville, Texas in 2021. It was bad for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So listen, he real life experience about what we're talking about here. So if you guys have experienced something similar, for sure, let us know in the comment section. We're gonna be highlighting the comment section. In fact, if you do comment, we'll give you a shout out at the end as well. So go ahead and put your comments in the comment section. But yeah, going back to this story here, I was actually looking it up, and their AI has been very helpful because, like for example, when you think about essential workers, like that was a big thing during the pandemic, essential worker this, essential worker that. There's some companies that were like, we still got to get the goods in. So Walmart was one of those companies that said people need stuff. So they actually use AI to reroute their trucks to have basically safe passage to make sure that they get the items to the stores in a timely fashion. And so those are the little things that we're seeing with AI and how that's changing the game in regards to predictive measurements. And you said it too, like the way it's able to predict now storms more accurately. All of a sudden, you're like, oh, okay, this, all right, I could trust it a little bit more. Back in the day, you just had an umbrella on you just in case, because you really didn't know. Oh yeah. Oh, we lost you, brother.
Hey, it's gonna be 10% today, and then
Yeah,
next thing you know, it's pouring down. It's like,
at
man,
the
what in the
dogs.
world?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
that's
Yeah,
a
go
fact.
ahead.
No, I mean that's it, man. It's really it's interesting to see. I I know going forward it's only going to get better. Like even the predictions, they've been predicting early, and it was kind of right, or it was right most of the time. And I think it's just only going to get more accurate, more like specific
Yeah,
the as we go over in time, and it's I don't know. I like to know how they're doing, like what they're using, and how they're
yeah.
doing it. But I mean, with knowing them, they have years and years and years of data points and all these things that I mean, man, if they were able to put some of this stuff into certain models and have it like, dude, they could. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I hope they're
You
doing it. I really hope they're doing it.
I don't know if you saw that post about basically every 10 years, whether it's 2026, 16, 206, there's been some kind of storm, right? Um,
Okay,
going back to what you
I
said
didn't see
about
that one.
yeah, going back to what you said about like the predictive, like using that data points as predictive models, maybe they could look historically and see how wait, these are the trends that happen every so often and so on and so forth. And they could probably predict some stuff in the future to say, hey, maybe it's a good time for you to get that snowplow that you've been thinking.
Yeah,
And like
yeah.
for example, like Walmart or these different stores, they could use that in their like their target marketing and said, hey, with our analysts, we predict that you're going to need to buy this, this, and that. And so that could get into some well, I mean, probably is already into
Oh
some
yeah. Yeah,
marketing campaigns.
yeah. You don't want to get on that side, bro. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy over there.
Yeah.
Like you can, man. You can go to a website, and next thing you know, they like, yo, we in your inbox with the we in
Yeah.
your inbox with the item and a discount for you. Hey, we saw
Yes.
you were looking for this. You left this in the cart. Here you go.
But
I didn't even
listen,
put it in the cart. All I did was clicked on it.
or you just online, just doing your
Yeah.
business, and now those cookies that you either elected to
Yeah.
reject or accept, which it don't matter anymore, they you still getting hit up.
Then they
So
hit you
like,
everywhere. You turn on the TV, next thing you know, it's a commercial about the thing. I'm like, wait a minute. This is not, y'all
yeah,
ain't slick. This didn't just pop up.
yeah, it's like, wait a second, how you know I wanted to get a portable tire pressure reader all of a sudden? Like, it's it's it's
That's
it's
too
it,
specific.
it really gets like that,
Yeah,
and it's,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
obviously now we're streaming things, so they just brought that all to streaming now. And like,
Yep.
we got you. You can't escape us. But that's the world we're living in, where the technology is there, and so it's really important. I actually want to stop on what you said about data centers too, because we don't. I never thought about it that way until you said it. It was like they're building so much resources, and unfortunately, we talk about this when Mississippi is 90%. People don't have power,
Yeah.
but they're building all these resources to provide more energy for data centers. Um, and then the data centers have their backup, and they could probably, reroute that energy other places when the grid is being stressed out. I would. It sounds to me like the energy game, even though people are like, that's something that we need to like probably even talk about even more, like just in the technology and energy game, because like it feels like we're always when storms like this happen, just like Real Hillbilly said, when storms like this happen, 2 weeks it could get bad, and all of a sudden you're like, dang, I wish they had that set up. But now they had it set up, they could use it as marketing and say, listen, we're building data centers and we're building power that goes with it, and that it can be used as backup for times like these, right? I think a lot of more people will be behind it. Big businesses is behind it, but the way they're doing it, like we talked about Memphis and the whole thing there, um, maybe there's other places they could build these data centers, but yeah,
Yeah. I mean, energy is a huge thing
yeah,
in general, bro. Like, yeah, it's a lot of money that goes into that. I think they have some stuff where they actually could um I don't know, I think they could power us, and we don't even have to spend money, but I think they would keep that from us like as long as possible. Just
listen,
like I was scrolling on YouTube and passed a video that was talking about a car or truck that gets 100 miles per gallon.
whew,
And I'm just like, I mean, we got that. What are we doing here? But then you look it up, and then you're like, oh, Volkswagen made a car that limited production, like like a dozen years ago, like 2013 or something, 2014, that got like 240 miles per gallon, and it's just
mm,
like, why y'all keeping this stuff from us? And so it's like things like that where I think we're farther, like we have stuff that is capable of doing a crazy like thing, but they're like kind of throttling it as long as possible so that they can
yeah.
continue to make the bucks.
It's all about the Benjamins, right? Because I mean, I remember when I used to work in solar, there were some people who I would call and they'd be like, "Yeah, we're good, man. I'm literally off the grid. Like I'm literally all. They have solar. They have like a water, like they live in a creek, so they're using water generator there. But they literally are like, I don't pay for electricity. These are some
Hmm.
people. They're like, they're out there, right? Survivalists, if you want to call them that, who literally
Yeah.
like, I don't pay for nothing. We're good. And it just kind of showed you that you're right. If you set up the right way, you can do that. However, a lot of electric companies don't like that. So what they used to do was say you have to be connected to the grid in case of an emergency or whatever the case may be.
Man,
But
that's
we know
on me.
that exactly. You know what that is all about.
Where's the
It's
where's the waiver at that I can sign that
uh-huh.
says, "Yo, I'm good if something happens. Don't worry about me.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll sign it. I'm
Yeah.
saving electric." Matter of fact, you need some electricity, I give
I
you
got
some.
you.
Like that kind of stuff right there makes me sick, bro.
Though, but that's the reason why they were incentivizing people to get solar for a period of time, was because everybody was powering back the grid, not only
Yeah.
themselves. So,
Yeah.
so
Like, man, forget y'all. Let me do me. If I don't want to wear a seatbelt, don't make me wear a seat. No, I'm playing. I'm playing.
yeah,
But
yeah.
but no, it's crazy though that they would do that. They're
Oh,
gonna make you get on just in case.
yeah, make you get on make you get on the grid. Yeah, it's just there's always some money tied to it. There's always something
100%.
incentivized for some people. So that's exactly why I wanted to share that with y'all. And listen, y'all, go ahead, put your thoughts in the chat. We'll definitely shout you out. And again, this is a call-in show, so if you want to go ahead and call in, let us know your thoughts about any of the topics that we're talking about. The link is dropped there. You don't got to show your face. You just call in, share your thoughts, and we can chat about it. So the link is dropped again. Feel free to call into the show. Let us know your thoughts there. And with that being said, we're going to go into our segment that we affectionately call the Tech Wire. Now, the Tech Wire is basically a segment where we talk about how you can secure the badge. In fact, the website is called securethebadge.com, where you can learn about all the upcoming tech events or events in general that are in your neck of the wood. And then we're going to talk about a special giveaway that we have going on right now. So if you're not familiar, I'm going to share the website with you right now so you can see it for yourself. But it's called Secure the Badge, right? Secure the Badge. And what you got to do is you got to go scroll on down and you can see what events are left in the month of January. Not that many, but there are a few, such as Code, Create, Secure, Black Professionals Building the Future of DevOps. Then you have in February, IT Expo 2026, as well as the BEA STEM Conference in 2026 as well. And then March has a few events that are coming up that you definitely want to take a look at. BlurCon is coming out in Virginia. If you know, BlurCon is one of the largest, I would say almost like Comic-Con events that are happening in the Northeast. So you definitely want to check that out. South by Southwest is coming soon as well. So all these events are here. But guess what? We didn't want to just leave you empty-handed. We actually are offering, and there's a community there that if you join the community every Tuesday, which means tomorrow, they are offering free tickets every Tuesday. They're offering free tickets to the events. All you gotta do is sign up to be a part of that list, and then you'll be eligible to get those free tickets. But it is first come, first serve. So imagine you want to go to a particular event, let's say Afrotech, or let's say you want to go to CES, which just passed, which they had tickets for. So if you wanted to go to an event like that, it costs you what, $600-700 or so, maybe more, for one event. With this now, you'll be able to not only go to that event when being a part of that community, but whenever tickets drop on a Tuesday, you'll get access to multiple different events throughout the year. So imagine it, like, again, if you're a person that goes to events, if you're a person that sees the value in events, you would definitely save a lot of money by being part of that community. So go check out the free event tickets that are there. The link is dropped as well. You can check it out for yourself. And don't worry, you're not sign up today. You can sign up later on, but go ahead and check it out for yourself. Again, imagine you spending what, $600, $700, $800 on one ticket.
Not at CES. CES $1,400, $1,700.
That, John, is
one
expensive.
ticket.
Yeah, so you definitely,
for good reason, but
yeah, for good reason. But yeah, being a part of that community allows you access to it. Not only that, but if you are somebody who has aspired to be a speaker and speak at certain events, they actually have speaker information, and they work directly with concert founders, excuse me, conference founders who have these events. They need speakers. They have the space. They just need the personnel. So definitely, I recommend that you would definitely connect with them. And yeah, secure the badge. Go ahead to securethebadge.com. And you can click that link. It'll give you everything you need in regards to the community and events there. So check it out for yourself at the link that's there below. Also, I want to talk about it because it's something that he shared. This, I don't know if you've seen this video, but there's a video that Trey shared with me. I'm going to share it in a moment because we're talking about the snowstorm. So listen, y'all, you can definitely chime in there, but just to kind of go off a little bit. When we talk about the advancement of AI, and I'm laughing because I'm just looking at this thing. I'm like, this thing is wild. And I'm going to share in a moment so you can see what I'm talking about. But there's this video. I don't know if y'all seen this yet, but this is video that completely done with AI. And what we're seeing right now is just how advanced things are getting, right?
It's a movie trailer.
It's a movie trailer. It literally is a movie trailer, all done by AI. And if back in the day it was like, this was whatever. There's some stuff that are messed up, but this one right here is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, this one is pretty good. So if you have not got a chance to see it, this is an example of what's happened. This is like a bunch of different characters, as you could tell. You can see the celebrities in this: The Rock, Will Smith. There's a bunch of other people in there as well that you can check out. Right? They're saying that this is a sign of the times, and where this quote unquote movie trailer that couldn't be can actually produce movies very soon. And truth be told, I was thinking about it. I'm like, why not? Because all you gotta do now is get those actors to voice act, or just say, "Hey, just speak into the microphone real quickly, say your name, say hello," and then they use an AI agent, a voice AI agent, to basically kind of do this, have the whole thing done for them. And if they want to, they just license their likeness and say, "Hey, listen, I want to do 20 movies this year. Here, I'll license out my likeness. I probably get a little less money by making more movies, so go ahead and do it." And then they will be able to just take advantage of the situation. Anyway, let me get into this real quickly. I'm talking more. I'm going to dive into the story here, but basically, we're talking about how AI video is quietly rewriting filmmaking. So now, what's actually new with Higgsfield and why this matters compared to other things that we've seen is that Higgsfield is designed to mimic. In fact, let me go back a little bit because I want to share this real quickly with you guys here. So, in regards to the AI video generation that we're seeing right now in this video, it's improving slowly, right? But it's jumping and making big uneven leaps. Tools like Higgsfield Cinema Studio, which we're watching right now, show how capabilities that once required a full studio crew are now landing on a single laptop. This is a single laptop that did this. This isn't just text to video, it's closer to directing inside software. So what's actually different about this is that it's designed to mimic real cinematic workflow, not just generate clips. And so it has optical camera simulation and hero frame first workflow. So lock a single high quality still, animate from that frame as well. And what that includes faces, lighting, wardrobe, and composition to stay consistent. And then also character lookalike, as you can see here, right there. That looks like The Rock, right? That looks like Dwayne Johnson. And so there's a lot of things that you can see from that. It solves also one of the AI's video's biggest problems, which was characters subtly changing every clip. You don't see that as dramatically here. It's also camera centric control. And so, bottom line, a solo creator can storyboard, pick lenses, and generate repeatable cinematic shots without gear, crew, or years of a DP experience. So, how fast has the AI improved? The pace isn't linear. So, basically, you might have it like this, and all of a sudden it goes here, and then it might stay like there steady, and then all of a sudden it just fluctuates. But you can see from here it's getting better. So before it was 3 to 2 second glitchy clips, now you got 30 to 60 second coherent cinematic sequences. So what are the milestones that we're seeing in 2024? OpenAI's Sora, which we talked about before, minute-long videos with strong realism and scene consistency, but you know that thing was fake, right? Then we had in late 2025, we had Gen 4.5, which topped public benchmarks for motion quality and temporal consistency. And community expectations shifted from can I make a video at all to can it handle longer shots? So we started realizing, okay, this thing is catching up. And so that what kind of leads us to where we are right now in regards to why it actually democratizes big studio power. And we see it with all these studios coming up right now. We see it. 50 Cent has a studio that's in Shreveport, Louisiana. We've seen other people that are opening up studios all over. They know this is coming. Why are they doing that? The real estate. But we're gonna talk about it another time. So what AI now replaces are environment creation, character animation, so no rigging there, effects, and compositing, color grading, and editing. All this is happening, right, with just a click of a button there. And the new reality is that solo creators, again, can design virtual sets, shoot scenes digitally, and edit and polish them all on the same platform there. So AI video is powerful, but it's not magic, as we know there are times where the identity and then the glitches are there. If I play this for you, you can hear the voiceover. It does not sound like The Rock. It sounds terrible. So I'm not gonna play that for you. But there are other things, again, if they work together in tandem with the artist, that they could get some stuff going together and be able to put out some quality stuff, basically using people's voices. So there are legal and ethical limits, like we say, likeness rights, training data disputes, and platform content restrictions. But again, this changes things. You got more people that could share their story, faster iterations of it, and new formats that blend AI footage, real footage, and interactive elements together. So, could you afford to make this? Is this something that you will work on or dive into? Let's talk about it. And before I do, I want to hear from Operation Tech Takeovers in the building. What up, bro? So
What it
control the
do?
land, control the money.
I think you're
Facts.
talking about
Yeah, the real
our
estate.
earlier discussion. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Control the land, control the money. Learn it from McDonald's themselves. Yeah, no, control the land, control the money. Absolutely. But listen, y'all, what are your thoughts on this? We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comment section, like OTT did. But brother, what are your thoughts about this new technology? Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Just to go back to your first statement, you know, when I think about actors and actresses like leasing out their likeness and their voice for film and movies, I obviously it was her, but the idea of it was like really brought to life in my mind with I don't know if people saw Black Mirror. It was the first episode of season 6. I think it's 6 seasons. Yes, yeah, the first episode of season 6, and it was Selma Hayek. Selma Hayek
Yes, I
played
remember that
in this
now.
episode. It was called Joan is Awful, and bro, like she had gave her likeness so that they could make a movie or a TV show. But it was like now they went all the way with it, where it was real time TV stuff going on. Y'all have to watch it if you haven't seen that one. You might as well, since you stuck in the house. But the idea of, yo, I can give my likeness and y'all can create the movie, and that movie or TV show could use my likeness and voice, and I don't have to be there. Like, obviously, that's something that's possible. Like, if they really wanted to make that movie trailer that you had up was for this new genre of sport called slap, like where you slap people. I don't know if y'all have seen these clips or seen the actual competitions on YouTube, but there are people who sit there and get slapped in the face to see who's gonna fall first or not. And yeah, I mean, if he wanted to do this in real, like for real, obviously it looks close enough now, but just imagine even further down the road when this is really a thing, like how close it would be, or maybe once they scan the face after giving the rights to do it, like it could be crazy. And you could, I mean, if you're a movie star, you could be in dozens and dozens of movies versus maybe 4 or 5 a year or something, which
Yeah,
also increase, you know, if that's something you want to do. Some people, they want to not only come out with one big movie a year, maybe it gets an Oscar, maybe it doesn't. If I did 50, I think that would be the 2008 Lil Wayne example there. You
mixtape.
know, yeah, where you know he was literally on every single song, and we
Yeah,
saw what that did, because the more you get out, the more it just works. But either way, I think it's an interesting thing. I've been on the inside of Higgsfield for since last year now, and yeah, when they came out with the cinema studio, it's crazy because you can pick the lenses, you can pick the cameras, and they all do different things. It gives you a different texture, different like look to the scene. It's pretty crazy what you can do with that. And then they even just came out with another one on the AI influencer side, where you can create AI influencers, because right now they're getting crazy bags. And I was watching, there's this guy who created this Barbie type AI influencer. I think the name was Ruby or something. Either way, doesn't matter on that. What matters is, what he was saying is, they were asking him like, yo, why are studios and why are these brands paying you so much money? And what he said is, they would rather pay him the money, because when they pay an actual AI or an actual influencer, they have to pay for the flight tickets, they have to pay for lodging, they have to pay for staff to be out for that shoot, they got to pay for, you know, makeup and all these other different expenses, versus him. And then, by the way, weeks of editing or all of these things. By the way, with him, he said, yo, I can do it. I can put the character in Aspen in exactly what they want in the same day and have it back to them real like quick. And so you think about that and all the money that they're saving, and they're still getting the eyeballs and the actual conversions. Like it at some point it kind of becomes a no-brainer. But either way, I think it's really interesting to see. And I know some people are, I said this a few years ago, bro, like people are going to create what they want to watch at some point, where it's like, yo, tonight, what kind of series do I want to watch? I want to watch something like, I don't know if y'all seen His and Hers on Netflix, but I just watched that since since it was storming and all that stuff. And you may want something that has so many twists and turns that you don't know who did what at the end. And so at some point, I think you literally are just going to be like, yeah, I just want to watch a funny comedy tonight. I want, a
Eddie
white
Murphy,
character and a black
Dave
character. I
Chappelle,
mean, yeah, it's possible, man. You never know. So right now, you would have to create that. But I think at some point, someone's going to create a software where, you just type it in, what the plot is you want, what the log line is you want, and then boom, it's gonna give it to you. So it's crazy.
OTTO said, "Gotta pay to play. Gotta pay to play."
Oh, that's a fact. That's a
But
fact.
you just said something that made me really think, though, like the a la carte like entertainment experience. Like, you know how this was it's still happening though. There was a couple years ago, different record labels were giving people the bag. We're talking about Lil Wayne and a few others for their masters, right?
Mm-hmm.
There were different companies that were like, "Hey, we'll pay you $100,000, $100 million, excuse me, whatever, for the rights to your songs, right? $100,000,
Yeah,
great.
hundred
But
thousand
if,
is
like
funny.
that'd be insane. But that makes me think like what the future could look like if these actors and actresses basically say, "Hey, we'll give you $200 million or whatever to have your likeness." And you're now part of this system where people can literally say, "Hey, I want a movie that is a rom com with this actor and this actress," and they're creating their own movies based off of their personal experience, and you just got paid off of on the front end for that, and now your likeness and everything else is being used, but it's at the you know the liberty of the person that is buying that
Yeah,
service.
and no, and that's a very well possibility, because there are things right now where, think about it, Sora 2, like you can get on that app and you can say whether or not you want to be in other people's stuff or not. Like
Mm.
you can do that on the back end, and people can add you to their, like if you do say yes, people can add you to whatever video they create. If you say no, then you know then you can't. So I mean, there would be things where like, okay, yeah, you can have my likeness, but people can't use me in movies where I'm an alcoholic, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's gonna be a real like reality at some point soon.
Yeah, very much so, y'all. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section very now pretty much because we're about to wrap up the show. But yeah, let us know what your thoughts are on that, because that is a very, very interesting concept that we'll probably explore a little bit later on as time progresses. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one of those things that is very much real, especially the way AI is trending right now. It's really real. So yeah, y'all. With that being said, as we're wrapping up the show on this Monday morning, we do got that brown box special for you. That brown box special for you, and it's credit to Reddit for this one. So if you don't know what brown box special is, it basically means it's a story about someone either getting fired, let go, laid off, but basically sharing the stories because we all been through it, and so this is a way for us to relate to someone who else who's been in the situation that we've been in. So this story, again, credit to Reddit. It says, great story about, and this is about a previous story that we shared. The person said, I worked at a sawmill for 10 years till they shut it down and made us all redundant. They hired a temp for a day and half the type, they hired a temp for a day and a half to type up our CVs. One of my crew told me to go see her as she's very attractive. The next day, I asked if she wanted to go out on my motorbike this weekend. She said no, but I'll go out on a drink with you tonight. The short version is I met her on a Monday. She bought me dinner on a Tuesday. I bought her breakfast on a Wednesday. And 3 months later, we were married. Still together after 22 years later and having the best time with a wonderful son and daughter. I also got $10,000 as part of my redundancy good times. So listen,
That's crazy.
making lemonade out of the lemons. He's
Hey,
like,
man.
let
Hey. Hey, you know what? Let me parlay this. It might be something there, you know?
yeah,
So, hey, shooters shoot, man. Period.
listen,
He had to go ahead and shoot. Hey, I know I'm getting laid off, baby, but let me take you out.
yeah,
Let me take you out on my motorbike. That's how you know he old.
yeah, motorbike.
Let me take you out on my motorbike, baby. She was like, nah, can't do it. I don't want to be on no motorcycle. I don't even know you like that. But
Yeah, I'll take a drink.
yeah, I'll take a drink tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now 22 years later, they are
Yeah,
married.
man.
Listen,
Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's like that. But you gotta be open to that. It's a lot of women out there today, man. Uh, they trying to wait till the very end.
mm,
They better go and what is that? They better go and watch. What was her name? Dog. Her last name is Jordan. She just did an interview not too long ago, man. She
Jordan.
said she waited too long.
Jordan.
Waited too long.
Is that the one that was date? Oh no, that's somebody else. Shoot. So first thing started with a B, right? Something like that. I can't
Uh,
remember. I try to
I
remember
don't.
it. I can't remember right now.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember.
Put it in the chat, y'all. If you know who we're talking
Claudia
about.
Claudia Jordan. Claudia Jordan.
Oh, she
Look her
waited too
up.
long.
Well, that's what she said. I didn't say that. She said she has probably passed up on a couple of guys that could have been the one because she was, you know, waiting.
Mm.
And so we're seeing that on both sides right now. I'm not saying you should get married, but all I'm saying is if that's something you want, um, you probably want to do it sooner than later because ultimately it's it's gonna be tough the longer
Yeah,
you wait because the two people become these two entities all on their own, and then it's harder to make that puzzle fit. I don't know. In my opinion, this is my
it's
opinion.
true.
You know,
It's true. You
it's
set
my
in your
opinion.
ways. You're like, I like things a certain way.
Yeah,
Um, there's a comedian that talked about that. It was pretty funny. Where she was like, I don't like the way you chew. She's like, I don't
that's
like the
bad.
way you just do like simple things, like because it's so used to having it. Oh, thank you so much. We got somebody in the comment section. Claudia
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
good girl.
Claudia is a good girl. Yeah, man. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. This is what she said. She was just on her interview recently. Um, yeah, so it's one of those things where you just really taking a gamble. If again,
Mhm.
if that's something you want. If it's not something you want, then you good. But when you hear stories like that, and they do come more often than not, where you come on 7 with your funky self. Baby
Yeah.
needs shoes, and then you crap out, and you like, I blew it. you know. Then you sitting there with 15 cats, you know.
Yeah. And then, yep, and that's all you got at the end of the day. It's all you got. Well, listen, I want to just say thank you guys for rocking with us. We had a few people that were able to comment on in line what we were talking about, like Mama Bella, who said hi, good night from Papua New Guinea. Then we got Beat Inc. 2, who was sharing about moving from Chicago to Atlanta and that experience. Thank you so much as well for asking about where we live at OTTO, of course, in the building. And then we have yep, Claudia's a good girl. So we appreciate all the comments from everybody that shared and joined in the conversation here. And yes, you would definitely appreciate you if you have if you're brand new and you like what you saw, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll be here next week, Monday, same time, same station, 7 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Central. And again, this is another edition of Talk That Tech, the
#1 tech morning show in the world. We'll see you in another episode, baby.
Peace and elbow grease.